All right, welcome back to Billy D. Hillier Stadium on the campus of Faulkner University here in Montgomery, Alabama. Jeremy Smith alongside Judd Bailey here introducing you to our new post-game vehicle, FSN Overtime. Faulkner fresh off of a 28-8 victory in the Battle of I-85 against arch rival Point. And Judd, to me, looked like one of the most complete performances that we've seen from Faulkner in a while, and there's still plenty of things to clean up, but a very disciplined performance in particular on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, 100%. When you look at this defense, I mean, the last home game we had, we lost 50-0, and they ran the ball right down our throat all game. First game of the year, you're still working out kinks with new coaching staff, a bunch of new players coming in. And, I mean, the one that set it up for me was Point had all the momentum in the fourth quarter. They were driving down the field, and Caleb Williams' big interception, and we got a 15-point swing to seal the deal.
That, and then on the offensive side of the ball, Cam Willington's run on 3rd and 15 where he lowered the shoulder and finished it. Not only did that convert, but it changed the energy. You saw the sideline get back into it and really kind of changed the game in a big way. But you've heard me, if you've watched the broadcast, you've heard me for the last 3 hours. So I'm introducing you to Judd Bailey. Later on, Will Lucas. They're going to be the drivers of FSN Overtime. If you love it, it's on them. If you hate it, well, I should have taught them better. But we're going to turn it over to you guys here. Judd Bailey is going to be joined by Jacob Huff, who, by the way, a 50-yarder in his first field goal is the longest kick in Faulkner history. And then as a follow-up act, he had a 48-yarder, which is the second longest field goal in Faulkner history. So he had a pretty good night tonight. We're going to bring him in here in just a moment to talk with Judd. Will Lucas, David Turner, Dane Brown, lots for you here on FSN Overtime.
What a night here to start the 2025 campaign. Joined by Jake Huff here, starting kicker for our Eagles. Jake, how you feeling after this win?
I'm feeling great. I mean, that was a wonderful team win. I mean, we had so much adversity in the start, and we just kept playing through it. I loved it. It was such a fun game to watch.
100%. Great environment here on opening night. Thursday night kickoff, not something we normally see considering most of our games are played Saturdays in the a.m., maybe the 1 o'clock slot. But how's your leg feeling after tonight, man?
It's feeling good. It's feeling good. That was a really fun game for me.
So, first drive of the season ends with a school record field goal. Now, at the time, you didn't know it. So, coming out to start the second half, getting your warm-ups in, what was it like hearing that over the PA?
I was shocked. I mean, Jacob, my long snapper, and Brax, the punter, came up to me, and they were, like, dapping me up. I didn't know what was going on. They told me I had the record, and I was shocked, really.
Hey, well, we appreciate it. Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on FSN Overtime. We'll take a short break.
Tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field, men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 degree offerings, you'll find your calling with on-campus and online classes that fit your schedule in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FSN Overtime here after Game 1 of the 2025 football season. A 28-8 win for the Faulkner Eagles over their big rival Point in the Battle of I-85. I'm here joined by Coach Dane Brown, first-year head coach here with the Eagles. Coach, how you feeling after Game 1?
Feel good. It was a hard-fought game, which I'm actually happy about. I think I wanted to see if our guys would kind of fight through some adversity. Some of the things that we're having to work on right now is they have a difficult time handling success sometimes. And so, you go from one mindset to then a little bit of success kind of goes to your head. And so we're trying to keep them very even and make sure they understand just how to play consistent no matter who you're playing or what the situation is or, whatever the outside factors that you can't control. And that's that's hard. I mean, everybody struggles with that. So that's the culture we're trying to build.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming in, Coach Brown, you come in with a team that went 2-8 last year, didn't play very particularly well at all, especially toward the end of the season, getting into the time where it kind of seemed the team was down, didn't really want to be out there, and like you said, they come out here, they fight through adversity, they fight hard, grit their teeth, get through this win. What was kind of the plan into the summer to kind of build against that?
Well, first of all, I'll say this. There's 44 guys here that I didn't bring here that were here when we got here, and I thank God every day they're here. I think they're great kids, and they're a credit to this university. And then, we obviously had to add a lot more. So you're trying to surround yourself with good people. And I think we've said, since day one, God was telling us this is about people. So hiring good coaches that care, and trying to bring in players that care, and just teach them the culture. I think like just an example, Eli Moore starts the game, did a really good job with some things, struggled with some other things, and we bring Cam in, and Eli could care less. I mean, he's very selfless. Cam was very selfless. All those quarterbacks in that room, just for example, are selfless people. So, if we can continue to do that and find those kind of people, it makes it a little bit easier, So I'm proud of them just for the way they had composure and some things. We started to lose momentum there a little bit in the third quarter, but they just kept fighting. So that's what it's all about.
So going into the rest of this season, your conference in the Mid-South has 5 ranked teams in the preseason poll. Very tough schedule, especially as we get into the middle part of it. What's going to be the mindset, the preparation that we see going into the rest of the season?
Well, we're just going to go one game at a time. You can't look ahead. You can't worry about, a lot of times I think teams get beat just by the name on the jersey. And I've been doing this 32 years. It doesn't matter what level. I've seen people do that, So we just got to continue to develop confidence in our guys and let them build trust in us that if they follow what we're asking them to do and then they have success, then they believe, So that happened a little bit tonight, and we've got to have that happen some more. And once it happens a couple more times, we'll be able to hopefully compete with anybody if we stay healthy. So.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Coach. We appreciate you having you on FSN Overtime. We're going to take another quick short break and be back in just a moment.
Thank you.
It's Will Lucas, and I'm here with David Turner, and we're ready to talk about the recap of the game. David, what do you think of Faulkner's impressive win tonight?
It's a really good win for Faulkner here out of the chute to start the season. 261 yards of total offense. Ran the ball pretty well in spurts to begin the game. They got off the field or got onto the field, ran the ball pretty well, and they closed the game out running the football. So that's a good sign seeing for them. The offensive line had good push in those times of play. You threw the ball pretty well, 160 yards of passing here on the night. So you start looking at some of those things, and the energy that they had throughout the game was really good. But what impressed me probably the most was defensively, the pressure that the Eagles were able to get on point at the point of attack. 4 down linemen able to get to the quarterback, create a lot of pressure and cause a lot of havoc for the Skyhawk quarterbacks all night long, and getting to the quarterback 3 times here tonight. So it's a good sign for that defensive front, even even though they were down in that time of possession for quite some time in this ball game, they came through. They made big plays and good plays when they had to, and finished this game out for the Eagles.
The defense was very impressive, not allowing a touchdown on the night. We saw a great improvement from last season for sure. And what about Jacob Huff and his night tonight?
Massive boot on the first drive of the season to get a 50-yard field goal, the longest in program history. Just an incredible start for the season for Huff, and then again to follow that up with a 48-yarder. Just a tremendous night for him, and confidence-wise for your offense, that's huge. Knowing that that's in your bag moving forward is something that they can really latch onto and look forward to throughout the remainder of this season. And then even with the offense, you have him, and you get Wellington coming in, Cam Wellington coming in here in the second half, and he really brought a spark for this team and helped them kind of close this game out.
No doubt. And so Coach Brown, he wasn't able to coach this game, but Coach Randy was the fill-in coach today. What can we say about him and getting this team ready tonight to go out and get this win?
I guess it's just kind of one of those sayings, just you put the guy right back in the spot, he's going to pick up and do exactly what he does. Over 200 wins in the high school level for Coach Ragsdale, and he comes in and fills in. It's another guy that you would want on the sidelines given the circumstances and the situation. He has the respect of the players. He has the respect of the staff. So it's a great situation, and if you're going to be in that situation, Coach Ragsdale's who you want there, and he proved that tonight. And just the experience on the sideline and everything that he has, it just showed.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, David. As we close here tonight, we need to remind y'all to be here on Saturday at 6 for the Faulkner Futures. Saturday, September 6th, for the Faulkner Futures. All right, thank you.